Hello, everyone. It's Fairly Secret Army. No, Fairly Secret Music. Fairly Secret Army is my band. Along with Waves of Mercury, along with My Famous Mistakes, Stolen Picasso's, Staring Project, Constellation Champions, My Oldest Friend. I have a lot of recording projects. Anyway, I broke down and did it. Got the 4 hardcover book versions of Celtic Frost or Celtic Frost. I don't know. I've always called them Celtic Frost. I think Celtic Frost sounds cooler. It sounds more metal. This is ridiculous that I own these again. So here's my story with Celtic Frost. In the 80s and 90s, I didn't like them. I remember listening to part of Cold Lake Cherry Orchards. I kind of liked that, which is really weird. But I always liked the cover to Megatherion because I like Geiger, or whatever the hell the fuck he said his name. Anyway, although I am much more of a Beksinski art fan. So around 2005, I decided to buy Are You Morbid by Thomas Gabriel Warrior. And I read that and purchased all the Celtic Frost stuff that was available at the time. I really got into them at the time, no matter how pretentious the writing in that book was. And it was pretty damn pretentious. It's laughable at times. It's hard. It's very badly written. I really wish I still had the book because I think it goes for quite a bit now. I lent it to a friend who passed away and never saw it again. But I did have the 4 albums that were in print, minus, of course, Cold Lake, because they refused to let that be reprinted, which is dumb. Just put it out. People will fucking buy it. And Monotheist, which I think is a decent album, but it's a little just too dark with nothing much to say, if I remember correctly. But I did see them on the 2006 tour, that reunion tour. So I had a Celtic Frost t-shirt. I was this close in getting that hoodie, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't, because it would have been a cool hoodie and it would have offended most of my family. But after I went to see them, after I finished the book, I kind of decided I wasn't really into them. And then years later, after I sold CDs, I thought maybe I need some Celtic Frost again. Laser CD had like 3 of the book ones for I think $11 or $10 on clearance at one point, and I was like, do I want to get them? And the answer was no at that time. And I've seen a couple of the albums used for the last 2 months at a local record store, and I thought, that's kind of cool, but it was into the Pandemonium and Vanity Nemesis, and I thought, well, if I can only get those, because those are the 2, in my opinion, worst ones of the 4, that I wouldn't get them. And then I was at Cheapo, and they had both Are You Morbid and To Megatherion, both brand new, in the hard book format. So I saw them, and I said to myself, is it time for Celtic Frost? And again, the answer was no. But some reason, some way, shape, or form, yesterday when I went to look at that store, they still had them used. And I had to do it. I had to get Celtic Frost. Because I need to hear him say, I said, hey! Oh my God. Let's go over some of the songs there. It's been a long time since I've listened to these albums. But, you know, you got Into the Crypt of It. Human, the intro to Human, or intro Human is silly. And here's the thing. Didn't they say, like, they had other albums where it was like, oh, here's an intro. Maybe it was Cold Lake or whatever. But just call it what it is. You don't have to tell us it's an intro. We know it's only like a minute or something like that. But yeah, it's kind of a dumb thing. But Into the Crypt of Rays, Procreation of the Wicked. That actually was one of my favorite songs on here. Those were the two highlights. And as I've said, it has been since about 2006, maybe 2007, since I've actually listened to these albums. So I thought maybe I should do a video after I listen to them. But I thought maybe I'll do a video before I listen to them. And then maybe I'll do another video giving my current opinion after I listen to all four of them. And last night I thought, if I have these four, shouldn't I have Cold Lake? Really? I mean, I kind of should. I found a couple copies on Discogs and stuff. But I think I'll just stick to these. I like the fact that they're all in these hardcover books. And just in case you've never seen these hardcover books, here we'll kind of go through one of them. I said, hey! It makes me laugh every time I think of that song. So, they have really cool, really nicely produced. There's stuff. You get all the lyrics, and then he talks about each song because he likes to talk about stuff. There's a big essay. I'm not going to do this for each album, but let's see here. Sorry, that doesn't help you at all. I should go like this. So it's... Most of you have already seen these. Anybody who's actually watching this damn thing has already seen these. But, and then it get down to here, and then the cool thing is this kind of opens up so it's easy to pull the CD out. But yeah, so we have Morbid Tales, Jeweled Throne on this, Circle of the Tyrants, of course. Those are the two that I remember. I just love that artwork. As I said before, I am more of a fan of Beksinski, and anybody who knows who Beksinski is, the guy who did like Bell Witch and just a ton, Revocation. There's a ton of other like doom metal and black metal or death metal bands. I can't remember what his name is. It's a very long Polish name, and he was kind of like a student of Beksinski. So I do like his stuff too, but I like Beksinski, then probably Giger, then that other guy. Into the Pandemonium. Oh my God. Mexican Radio is such a horrible song. You know, I don't remember a lot of this. I remember his vocals are just kind of cringeworthy. There's female vocals on here that are just horrible. I just don't remember it enough. I tried to listen to it probably about half a dozen times and really get into it when I was into them. The first two albums are pretty decent. I mean, for the style of music it is. Honestly, I think probably the best playing goes on Vanity Nemesis. Oh, that's right. I was going to show you this. So, I can't take this dude, Martin. I cannot take him serious. Every picture he is making like this. Like, just these dumb metal faces. It's like, are you serious, dude? What? This is why I hate heavy metal. Look at this. Everybody else is standing normal, and we got this guy crouching like a little like Chaka from Land of the Lost. Chaka no Sleestack. But yeah, I think the playing is technically the best on this. Although Reed St. Mark is a fantastic drummer, I think he did a much better job and was in a much better band called Mind Funk after this. And I know that's going to get some "why are you kidding me" kind of questions. I actually don't mind this cover. I think they did pretty decent covers. I don't really like this because I don't like portions of paintings. Show me the whole damn thing, because I think this is like a kind of squared away thing. You know what I think is hilarious is the one they get the most like accolades for is this one, and Martin didn't even play bass on the damn album. I think, if I remember correctly, what is his name? Martin Ian. See, why didn't he looked normal here. He finally got out of that phase after the second album, and then he looks normal right there. Actually looks like I don't know. I like the fact that they have God, who was that? Kevin O'Neill, the Hellhammer character from I don't know if it was from Major whatever it was called, but what was his name? Martin Eric Ayan or something like that. But yeah, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about, yeah, dude didn't even play on the album that they are the most, in my opinion, the most well known for. He's pictured on here like a son of a bitch, but the whole album, except for maybe, oh no, it is. It's all Dominique Steiner on bass. So he's not even in the band. It's this dude pulling on his string. Yep. So, it goes without saying that I will talk shit about a band and say how I'm never gonna own anything by them, and then one day I'll just get a wild hair and just be like, yeah, I think I need to own all of that stuff. It's kind of crazy. So I'll do a follow-up. Just two things I wanted to talk about is this CD, Welcome to the Morbid Reich. I didn't think this thing was ever going to play. I don't know if you can see that. See all the scratches and this line that goes across right here? I didn't think this was going to play. Played all the way right through. It was fantastic. And I just gotta talk about how great this is. Listen to the song, What We Become. It is just so great. Not only the clean vocals, but also the way he plays double bass during the chorus, where he double times it in the second half. Just fantastic. So that is my Celtic Frost update. You guys have a good night.